Okay, the topics that we are going to discuss today: Mathematics 6, Quarter 1, Module 4, Dividing Simple Fractions and Mixed Fractions. Okay, let's take into the role in dividing simple fractions. In dividing simple fraction, you need to multiply the dividend to the reciprocal of the divisor. Meaning to say, we are going to get the inverted form of the divisor. So we called it reciprocal. Meaning, if we are going to invert the divisor, if the fraction is 3/5 of 3 over 5, it will now become 5 over 3. Meaning, the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator of the fraction. So upon getting the reciprocal of the divisor, the operation will become multiplication. So from division, it will become multiplication after inverting the fraction or after getting the reciprocal of the fraction. So let's take into the example. 3/4 divided by 3/5. So the rule says get the reciprocal of the divisor. Our divisor is 3/5 or 3 over 5. So we will invert the divisor. It will become 5 over 3. So if we are going to invert, the operation becomes multiplication. And let's proceed. So we will now multiply. 3 times 5, we will get 15. 4 times 3, we'll get 12. So the fraction is not a proper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Therefore, we need to change the fraction into a proper fraction. Now, how to change improper fraction into a proper fraction? Okay, we have already studied that one in our previous topics about addition of fraction, subtraction of fraction. So, this time we will review on how to change improper fraction to proper fraction. Simply, we will divide the numerator by the denominator of the fraction because the numerator is bigger. So, we will do the division. So, how many 12 are there in 15? Of course, there are only one. So, 15 minus 12 will give a remainder of 3. So, the remainder becomes your numerator and your divisor, which is 12, becomes your denominator. So the fraction will be 1 and 3 over 12. Now, before having your final answer, you have to look at your fraction. If your fraction is in the lowest term. So how will you know if your fraction is in the lowest terms? So you will have to look at your denominator. Can you divide your denominator by your numerator? If you look at 12 and your numerator 3, 12 can be divided by 3 exactly without remainder. Therefore, you can still reduce the fraction by simply making 3 as your common divisor. So you will divide 3 divided by 3, 12 divided by 3. So that the result will be 1/4. So your final answer will be 1 and 1/4. So that is how to change improper fraction to proper fraction. You state always that if you are to divide fractions, you have to situate that your final answer will be in the lowest term. Okay, let's now solve items in your module, particularly in your assessment. So instruction says, divide and express your answers in lowest terms. So we will have to solve this one. Okay, let's take items number 1. 6/9 divided by 2/5 or 2 over 5. So again, let's follow the rule. We will multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we will do the reciprocal of 2/5 and it will become 5 over 2. So from division, it will become multiplication. So we will multiply 6 times 5, we'll get 30 9 times 2 will get 18. So, looking at the fraction is an improper fraction because 30 is bigger than 18. So, what you are going to do is you will do the division. You divide 30 by 18. So, how many 18 are there in 30? You can only get 1. Then you subtract 30 minus 18, you will have 12. 12 cannot be divided by 18 anymore, so that becomes your remainder. So, remainder will becomes your numerator, and your divisor, which is 18, will become your denominator of the fraction. So, your answer will be 1 and 12 over 18. Okay. Since 12 over 18 is not in the lowest term, you need to reduce that one by finding the greatest common factor. So when you say greatest common factor, it should be the biggest number that can divide 12 and 18 exactly without remainder. So you have to get the factors of 12, factors of 18, and choose the greatest common factor. So we have discussed that one in our previous video. So you try to review that one. Okay, 12 divided by 6 will give 2. 18 divided by 6 will give us 3. So the fraction will now be 1 and 2/3. Fraction is now in its lowest term. So you need to see to it that your answers will always be in the lowest terms. Okay, let's go items number 2. 3/8 divided by 6/12 or 6 over 12. So again, we will invert the divisor. So we will have 3/8 times 12 over 6. We will proceed to multiplication na. So we have 3 times 12, we have 36. 8 times 6, we will have 48. So our result is a proper fraction because numerator is smaller than the denominator. But looking at the fraction is not in the lowest terms. So we need to reduce this one to its lowest term. Again, in reducing fraction to its lowest term, we need to look for the greatest common factor. Again, greatest common factor means the biggest number that can divide numerator and denominator exactly without remainder. Therefore, again, we will have to look for the common factor by simply getting the factors of 12, factors of 48. So, we will get 12 as the greatest common factor. Okay, 12 can divide 36. 12 can also divide 48 exactly without remainder. So 12 becomes our common divisor. So we will divide 12 by 36 by 12. We will get 3. 48 divided by 12. We will get 4. So that the fraction will be 3/4 or 3 over 4. So that's how to reduce the fraction to its lowest term. If you need to learn more on how to reduce fraction to its lowest term, you try to review our videos because we have made videos in reducing fraction to its lowest term. Okay, let's take items number 3. 4 over 10 divided by 3/4. So again, get the reciprocal of 3/4, you will get 4 over 3. Then proceed to multiplication. 4 times 4 will have 16. 10 times 3 will have 30. So again, looking at the fraction is not in the lowest term. So we need to get the greatest common factors of the two numbers, the 16 and 30. We will get their factors so that we can choose the greatest common factor or the numbers that can divide 16 and 30 exactly without remainder. So the least or the most number that we can get, the greatest number that we can get is only 2. So only 2 can divide 16 and 30 exactly without remainder. Okay, so we have 16 divided by 2, we have 8. 30 divided by 2 will get 15. So our answer is 8 over 15. Fraction is now in the lowest term because we cannot look for any number that can reduce 8 and 15. So that will become your final answer. Okay, let's go items number 4. 9 divided by 8, 10. So again, get the reciprocal of 8 over 10. we'll get 10 over 8. So from division, we will proceed to multiplication. 1 times 10, we have 10. 9 times 8, we'll have 72. Again, so we will look for the common factor or the greatest common factor. So we can only have 2 as its greatest common factor because we don't find any number that can divide 10 and 72 exactly. We should use a common factor. We have 2, we have 10 divided by 2, we have 5, 72 divided by 2, we have 36. So 36 and 5 have no more common factor, so that will become your final answer. Okay, let's go items number 5. 212 divided by 38. So again, we will invert. 8 over 3 will be the reciprocal. So we will proceed to multiplication. 2 times 8, we have 16. 12 times 3, we have 36. Again, we will reduce the fraction because the fraction is not in the lowest terms. And we find 4 as its common divisor because it is the greatest common factor for both number 16 and 36. So if we are going to look for their factors, definitely you will be able to arrive 4 as your greatest common factor. So you will have to use that in dividing the fraction. So 16 divided by 4 will give you 4. 36 divided by 4 will give you 9. So 4 over 9 will now be in its lowest term. Okay, items number 6. 9 over 14 divided by 1 half. Again, as you get the reciprocal of 1 half, we will have 2 over 1. So we will proceed to multiplication. 9 times 2, we have 18. 14 times 1, we have 14. So looking at the fraction is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So we will proceed to changing improper fraction to a proper fraction. So we divide. So the result, we will have to distribute the result to the final answer. So whole number the quotient becomes the whole number. The remainder becomes the numerator of the fraction. Your divisor, which is 14, will become the denominator of your fraction. So your result will be 4 over 14. So 4 over 14 is not in the lowest term. So we will find for the common factor or common divisor. And we will find 2 as their common divisor. We will divide 4 by 2, we'll get 2. 14 divided by 2 will give 7. So the fraction is 2 over 7. To complete the answer, we have 2 over 7. Let's solve items number 7. 3/4 divided by 3/5. So again, get the reciprocal of 3/5. We have 5 over 3. So proceed to multiplication. 5 times 3, we have 15. 4 times 3, we have 12. So fraction is an improper fraction. We will reduce, will divide so that we can get the proper fraction. Result is 1 and 3 over 12. Reduce the fraction to its lowest term. You use 3 as your common divisor. So we will get 1 and 1/4 for your final answer, the fraction in the lowest terms. Items number 8. 1/8 divided by 2/3. Again, get the reciprocal of 2/3. You have 3 over 2. Proceed to multiplication. We have 3 times 1. We have 3. 8 times 2. We have 16. So looking at the fraction, we cannot reduce the fraction anymore because 3 is a prime number and 16 cannot be divided by 3. So that becomes your final answer. Okay, let's solve items number 9. 1/3 divided by 1/2. So again, let's get the reciprocal of 1/2. We have 2 over 1. So we will proceed to multiplication now. 2 times 1, we have 2. 3 times 1, we have 3. Fraction is 2/3. And this fraction is in the lowest term. So we will solve items number 10. 3 over 15 divided by 2/5 or 2 over 5. So we will get the reciprocal of 2/5. We will get 5 over 2. So proceed to multiplication. 3 times 5, we have 15. 15 times 2 will have 30. So fraction is 15 over 30. So fraction still can be reduced because as we look at our denominator, which is 30, 30 is divisible by 15 or can be divided by 15. So we will use 15 as our common divisor. So we will divide 15 by 15. We will get 1. 30 divided by 15 will give us 2. So our fraction, our answer is 1 over 2 or 1/2. So that is already in the lowest terms. Okay, that's all for today's video. To all my viewers, thank you for watching. Not forget to share, like, and subscribe my channel so that you will be updated for the next videos that I will be uploading. Thank you and God bless us all.